Alright, what is the most fun thing about being an antique dealer? Maybe it's having people bring a bunch of stuff over to you and selling it to you for 25 cents on the dollar or something less. It's such an annoyance to have to go to all those garage sales and flea markets and estate sales trying to find stuff you can make money off of. So it's nice if you can just sit in your own store and have people bring it to you and make even more money than you would going out and buying stuff that you'll be lucky to sell for twice what you paid. So let's start it off. What did I get here? It's rather strange looking. I don't know what to make of that. But I bought it in a big group of stuff because I thought it was rather unusual. Got this on the bottom. So feel free to comment about some of these things, since a lot of this stuff I really don't know about. And pick that up as well. Not sure if it's truly antique or not, but for a couple dollars I thought I couldn't go wrong. Okay, I'm documenting what I just bought for $100. A big boy soda. Pretty common. We got a tip ACL. That's relatively nice. And then we got a misc. And it is from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and it appears to be in mint condition, unless there's a chip under the cap somewhere. Then we have a blank green bottle. And then we have another common but interesting looking bottle, the Caravan. Then we have a Fanta. It's a Mexican one, but it's still full. And of course the Carrier. It's got the older style Coke from pre-1968, I think. And then I got a whole bunch of these nursery bottles, baby bottles I guess you'd call them, but there's nothing special about them. They're about the most generic you could get. Too bad they don't have some kind of pictures on them, but at 50 cents a piece I couldn't go wrong. I mean, I don't know how to figure what I paid for everything, but okay, we got this giant gallon jar. Now what is it, a 3-gallon jar I would think. No lid, and it's got a bunch of paint on it, but it's gotta be worth at least $15. And these, didn't really care to get those, but they came with the deal. Mostly I bought a bunch of little figurines. I know not too many people are into buying these, but I like them. So I was thinking at an average of $4 a piece on these. A lot of them say made in occupied Japan on them too, so I know those aren't as good as they used to be, but as long as I like them, can't go wrong with those either. Here's one of them that was hiding back there. And this one. And I also got the vase, or the vase as some people would say. It has a price tag on it from an antique shop from years ago of $45. Or it did. Oh, there it is. I don't know if it's worth that much, but still, it's kind of a free bonus when you think about it. I think I paid about 35 cents on the dollar to get all these, meaning that I can probably retail them out for $300 or close to it. Here's some stuff I just bought for $30, $2 a bottle the guy wanted. Some of them might only be worth $2 each, but some are definitely worth a lot. So we got this milk. Doesn't even really say where it's from, but probably could give $5 out of it. Here's another generic one. Got nice paint on it. Probably could get $6 at least. And then we have this one. Troy, New York. Too bad about that, but still it might be worth $5. This one, that's going to be hard to get $2 out of that because it doesn't say anything. And a deposit bottle, but it is Borden's. I haven't seen one like it, so I could probably get $5. Then we have a nice older slug-plated one. Glen Falls, New York. Not the kind of area that is of interest to me, but it's probably worth at least $10. And then this one's kind of faded out. Might get $3.50 for that. Then we have a very nice clean example of a cheer wine. It's only from Charlotte, but with a little bit of cleaning, that'll be an $18 to $20 bottle. Then we got this unique item. Embossing's upside down. I think it's some kind of a soap dispenser. So that's probably worth at least $10. And then we have a 5.0, the police officer special. It's a fairly common embossed soda, but it is a very nice clean example with no case wear, so I'm going to say it's worth $5 or $6 anyway. Then we have a sun drop. Nothing really special about it, but eventually it would sell for $3, I would say. And here's one I've never seen before. Salisbury, Maryland. Burton Brothers, what? Burton something or other. I don't know if it had a painted label. I don't see any remnants of paint, so it's probably a paper labeled one. But that's probably only worth $2.50. But still, the best bottle is yet to come. A nice blob top beer in a quart size. But Troy, New York. Not the best place to have a beer bottle from, or any bottle for that matter, but it's a nice early one from the 1880s, late 1880s, on into about 1897. I'm thinking it's got to be worth about $20. And another blob top beer in the medium size, also Troy, New York, but a different company. It's a nice clean example. I don't know what it's worth, $10 to $15 hopefully. Then I got this, what I would call a junker. It's just a Raleigh's Medicine screw top. I'll get my $2 back out of that one day. So I put this bottle on eBay that came in that group as well, and it's already got a $15 bid on it. So that was probably the best one out of that group. Then from another person I bought all these arrowheads. 20 arrowheads, but I know they're not really that great, and there was actually a lot more that I had no interest in buying. I barely wanted to buy these. The guy was really hard to deal with. It took me a good 15 minutes to talk him down to selling these for $30. I thought I could maybe double my money and sell them for $60, but I put a picture of these on Facebook Marketplace, one of the arrowhead collecting groups. And one guy showed some interest, and he asked for more pictures, and I just didn't feel like taking the time to photograph them all from the other side, and or if he meant take a picture of each one or what, but I just didn't want to mess with that. But hopefully I'll eventually get my $60 out of these. So let's have a look at some other things I bought. I've never seen a crock in green like that before. I bought this in a package deal. Didn't realize it had a little chip out of it though. But I'm sure I'll get my money out of it eventually. And then I got the white lightning bottle. Not exactly rare, but it is a rather interesting looking one, and the paint's in pretty good shape. Then I got this insulator. Super common, but at least it's old and it's blue, so. Then I got this big screw top bottle. I've seen these around before, but I've never owned one. It's not really that old looking, but it does have a lot of nice embossing. And a sunrise. Very common name, but the shape of this bottle is different than the norm. It's got this shape of an arrowhead maybe. I don't know, but it's got this nice pointed thing going on. I don't know that I've ever had one like that before. Heavy caseware, but I could rub a few drops of oil into that and make it look a lot better. And then we got a super common Whittle-Tatum insulator, but you know, the novice collectors might want to buy it for $3.50. And then I got this small Hemingway. It's in mint condition, nice and clean, so I'm sure somebody will give me $5 for it eventually. And then we got the cobalt blue violin bottle. The top's broken off, but I figured I'd buy it anyway just because it was a big package deal situation. And a common ball jar. At least it's blue. And a liquid zone. I can't believe I actually bought one of these. I was kind of trying to help these people out. They had a lot of stuff, and of course I only bought half of it. Then we got one of these vintage syrup dispensers. And I bought this. That's obviously a repro decoration, but of course it does look nice. So gave a few dollars for that. Then the guy asked if I like military stuff, and I got a lot of requests for it, but he showed me this and I thought, nah. But then he said, I'll give it to you for $2. So I said, well, I guess I can't pass it up at that price. And the same guy said he had an antique calendar in a frame. And I said, okay, let me have a look. And he showed me this, and I was like, what? This is obviously a modern reprint. And of course, it's cropped off. But he said, oh, well, okay, I'll let you have it for $2. So I said, well, that is a pretty good price, so I bought it. And I bought this Coke tray. I don't like these kind of Coke trays because it's really so much less interesting than the older ones with pretty ladies on them. But, of course, it was only $3, so I couldn't pass it up. Then I bought this lamp. I don't do much with lamps, and the few I have sat here for a long time. But it is kind of interesting, and it was only $5, and it's a really heavy piece of brass. I could probably recycle just the brass to get the $5 back. I bought this interesting thing. I don't know if you'd call it a purse. I think that's what it is, but the handle's rather interesting. And it looks like it's a specially made, I don't know what to call this, but let's have a look at it. Maybe you know what it is. It actually had a price tag on the bottom from a previous antique shop from 20 years ago or more of $45. And it opens up and has all that on it, and it's lined with felt, I guess. Somebody actually showed interest in this and wanted to buy it, and I said, I'll take $40. And of course they didn't buy it. And glassware is not that great, but I love green. What is that? It's really pressed. It's not cut glass, so it really looks beautiful though. So I figured, hey, if I can't sell it, I'll just keep it. Then for some reason, a lot of these come my way. It's a really nice, vibrant piece of carnival glass. So I figured, oh, what the heck, I sold the other two I had, so why not get another one? And then the guy asked if I was interested in early tins, and I said, yeah, it sounds interesting. Let's see them. This was the first one he showed me, and I thought, not too exciting. Doesn't say what it is, but maybe I'll buy it. So I put that in the maybe pile. And then he showed me this one, and I said, okay, now we're getting better. I'm sure this will sell for at least $8. And then he brings out this one, and I was like, wow, that's the kind of stuff I like right there. But it's got a lot of fresh looking scuffs off of the, scratches on the paint. Kind of ruined it. Maybe he just had it sitting there in a sack full of all these rubbing up against each other. But still, I'm sure I can get at least $10 because that's a beautiful one right there. And another coffee can. Nice condition. Probably can get $9 out of that eventually. And he said, hey, you can just have this one. It doesn't have the lid and it's kind of messed up looking. But it does have nice graphics on it. So I'm sure I can get something out of it. Then this one. It's got that turn of the century look to it, but at the same time it's pretty obvious that it's a modern remake. But still, it's a beautiful can in pretty good shape. I'm sure somebody will want that for at least $8 or $10. I don't know, is it a remake? Just seems like it because it's so shiny, but it's possible it's old. And then we got this one. Yeah, that definitely has the old look to it, but it has that shiny bottom to it. Kind of confuses me, but with that paper tag on there, it's got to be old. That's definitely got to be at least a $12 item there. And then we have the Manning's coffee. I've never heard of that brand, but it's in really good shape. Doesn't have the lid though. And last, Blue Boar. I never heard of that one, but it definitely does look at least 80 years old. It has a 40 on the bottom. Was another shop trying to sell that for $40 about 20 years ago? And this came in another package deal. Not too much into this kind of stuff, but then I saw the name and I said, yeah, that's a famous name there, so that's probably good. And then I got this one. It's hard to read the name on that one, but I'm sure it's a good one. And then I picked up this. Why is there a dip on its head? Is that supposed to be an ashtray of some sort? And then I got this set of candle holders and a salt and pepper shaker. They look really bright and modern, but I figured, what the heck. It does have a date on it, actually. Well, it does have a famous maker name on it. Well, the other one of these had a sticker on the back. I put it in my office to check it out on eBay. Then I bought this. Is that for hanging jewelry off of? And the guy had a couple of these glass chickens, and I said, I see a lot of these things around and all kinds of different ages and colors and sizes. I don't have any idea what I'm doing with these, but I got them just because they were $2 a piece. So I just put $5 on them. Then he showed me this bottle, and I said, well, I'm not going to lie to you, this is a really old bottle. Could be 1870s. But still, it's really not worth much of anything because it's just a blank. The most important thing to know about antique bottles is they have to have something kind of a company name and a city. That's what makes them good. But I gave him $1 for it. And a cat. Everybody likes cats. Well, okay, maybe not everybody. Then I got this flour sifter. It's got nice graphics on it. I put $8 on it. Probably would sell for more in a lot of antique shops. Then from another person I bought these 3 candlesticks. 3 different heights. Not sure what that's about. Then we got these little cups. They say sterling or silver on them somewhere on the bottom edge. So I figured I might as well pick those up for, I think it was $5. Then I got this lid. But what good is the lid if you don't have the rest of it? It is a very nice carnival glass piece though, and I'm sure somebody out there in the world needs one of these. And then I picked up this pitcher. I'm sure I got it for about $8. And these salt and pepper shakers. Don't know anything about them, but they do look somewhat vintage. Yeah, I'm sure not many antique dealers make videos of what they buy during the course of the month because they get so much stuff coming in, but my shop, I don't get many customers selling me stuff, so I kind of get excited when I get to buy a bunch of stuff. So I got this pair. So I don't know what these are worth, but since they're hand carved, I guess $7 maybe.